turn line, bro. So this shit, this like metal piece. You can see this shit's at an angle.
Got the bumper off. Maybe I'll take off the crash bar. I don't know. If it makes it easier, possibly. You can tell we got a leak somewhere right here where these hoses are and shit. This is the transmission cooler, so I'm gonna get a new transmission cooler for sure. I'm gonna get a nice one so it could kind of like stick, not outside of the bumper, but where you could be like where it could see. You can see it, so it'll look kind of cool as shit. But they definitely had a front exit for sure. They got all these little brackets and shit that they had holding this shit on. What else we got in here? What else we gotta remove? This one removed, and then a couple other lines, and then get some shit disconnected from here. All right, so I just went and picked up an engine hoist. So I'm gonna get this open up. Or we gonna get this shit opened up and we're gonna set it up. We're not gonna really do much with the engine today just cause I gotta still look for more information to figure out how to take that shit out and stuff. But we're just gonna get this shit set up. All right, so this is the hoist. It wasn't even actually that expensive. I got some other tools when I got this and it was about like $230 with the other tools. So it wasn't even that expensive. It's a 2-part, but we gonna get this shit built up and shit, so. All right, so I got a good portion of it set up. All right, so it's the next night. I ended up getting a new impact, and then I got some new impact sockets, and then I got the harness. I got the engine mount almost set up. I just need I need to tighten these bolts, and then I need to finish putting these ones on. It just got late, and it was like pretty cold and shit, but for the most part, this shit like is all set up and shit. But just gotta tighten everything up real tight, and then it's all good. Right now, I'm just working on getting off some shit like out of the way and shit. Like I'm getting the battery off and shit. I fuck with this drill though. It's pretty fire. It got different torque settings and shit. And this is auto slow shit too. So, but I'm just working on getting these out the way. Hold up. But yeah, so we got the new impact. That shit this side. Push that shit right there. And that shit just pops out. Okay, right here. That shit good. Alright, so I'm gonna get the battery out the way so I can clear up as much space as I can. I'm gonna get a new battery anyway, so this shit don't even matter. I'm gonna throw that shit out. Just unplug all the cables and shit, like as much cables as I can, cause I don't really got no pliers on me right now. Don't need them, those pliers and shit. So I can't really pull out too much shit cause it's in hard to reach places and shit, but I'm gonna do my best. The wire harness unhooked and out of the way and shit. So then all I gotta do is just take the motor out. This is definitely gonna take a while to do, like, cause I'm still learning. Like, this is like biggest project I've ever done for a car. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've installed headlights on a car, new fender cause I macked and shit. Fuck, air intake, nitrous system. So it's not too crazy. Like, my experience isn't that much when it comes to modding cars and shit. I'm a diesel mechanic though, so that shit does come in handy. So I'm gonna just try to do my best for now. Document that shit. Take y'all along my journey and shit. And this shit should be pretty dope. All right, guys, so I'm back, and it's probably a different day. I'm not even really sure where I left off the video at. I'm gonna be honest with you. We got the engine hoist completely set up. We got the intake manifold taken off, and I got work on taking the fuel rail off and these. So that way I could get an engine, I don't know what that thing called, but it's where you can angle it so you can like turn it, pivot the motor so you can pull it outwards another way. I'm gonna do that, and then I should be good. But I'm gonna take these off, put those bolts on, and I should be able to lift the motor, but I still got some more wires I gotta go around and take off before I actually do that. Pull off this whole front, disconnect this catch can. Like, I'm not really sure if this is supposed to fucking be like that. Like, look at this, bro. I don't know, man. This side's completely cleaned. This side's completely filthy. I'm gonna be getting a new catch can because I figured out a color scheme I'm gonna pick for the car. I don't really want no red in here because it's just not the color scheme I'm gonna use. From there, we're just gonna get as much stuff as I can unplugged. Remove the oil catch can so I can get in there more. And then, yeah. And I'm possibly, when I set up the catch can the next time, it's gonna be on this side because I plan on turboing the car eventually. A really long time before I do that, but turbo is definitely gonna be on this side just because this is where the open space is. Disconnect it there. See, I gotta get that one down there off. Off these coil packs, because I'm gonna, not the right size. I'm gonna take off these coil packs, and I'm gonna take my spark plugs back out because those are brand new. I'm gonna put them in the new motor, so I'm gonna keep those. I'm gonna put them back inside of the old box. My plan is for modding this and shit. First is cosmetic. I want to polish this down and get this looking like chrome. Possibly the same for that too. And I also want to chrome air intake. I'm just looking around for shit I can take off because my homie finna pull up, working on pulling the whole entire motor out. So I'm just trying to get as much shit as I can done before he slides and shit, just so he can be as productive as possible. Hopefully have this shit done pretty soon. I got this off already. It's over there. And I was looking inside of these holes, and I don't got a flashlight, but you can see that little, like, almost looks like metal right there. That's not metal, that's the glare from the light. That's oil in there. I think a valve gasket failed or something. The valve cover gasket failed, or head gasket. But I definitely think it was here, because if you look right here, this shit dusty, dry, like dusty, dirty, dry. But here it's like black and all oily and covering the oil all over. So definitely had a leak, and I don't think it was taken care of, and they just drove it with the leak and didn't fix it, maintain the car. Got the entire front off. Like, I got the jack holding it up, supporting it, because it's about to come off already. I got the oil cooler disconnected. Not the oil cooler, that's the power steering cooler. That's what's actually leaking, so I gotta get a new one of those. Also, I deleted the washer fluid because I'm not gonna use the washer fluid, so I'm gonna get this shit all out of here. All right, so I ended up getting the front cleared off. I took the horns off and the wiring, and I put it around the side, and I put it on the tire. I got the radiator completely loose, and the AC compressor, and I got that just sitting on the frame now. So this whole front is ready to come off. I moved the jack and I put it back. I put these bolts in to hold it up because I still got to take these lights off. These two plugs, plug here and a plug on the opposite side. I felt like they had tension on the wire, and I felt like the wire was holding this bumper up because this line was like all the way up here. So this is definitely falling off, even with the jack holding it up. But at this point, we're ready to take this entire front off. So that's what I'm planning on doing. The plugs for the lights are the only thing that has to be done. And then the front's coming off. Remove the AC unit, the radiator, and I want to leave it. I want to be careful because I don't want to damage these lines, because these are really hard to find, and I want to make sure I still got AC. But I got the tools that I needed. I got those. I got some long needle nose pliers. I got a socket reducer, and then I got a wrench with a swivel head. But I got the wires disconnected from over here. I got this one unplugged. This one actually has nothing to do with the harness, but I did want it to get unplugged. I got this one unplugged. So now this harness completely moves out of the way now. I just gotta get the plug that's right here. This one's still a pain in the ass. Like, I really don't want to break loose. The pliers I got, like, I can't reach in there to grab it. I'm gonna work on getting that back one off, be able to move freely all the way to the back, and then this would be out of my way completely. Alright, so as you can see, we got the front taken off. Just put it to the side right there. I'm gonna work on disconnecting the AC unit. Pivot it to the side over here. Be very careful. You can bend these, and it's gonna be very hard to find these. Pivot them very slowly. Pay attention to when you do it, because you are gonna bend them. But you want to be very careful when you do that. You don't want to stress them out. You want to do it one time. You don't want to do it a bunch of times. But so I'm gonna hit this right here with the impact and take the front off. All right, so I kind of dropped that. You want to be very careful. But I just got this sitting right here, so I want to get y'all a closer look. Very close to when you do this. Kind of just want to slowly bend this. Pivot it to the side as best as you can. Like, that's the best I could get for now. So I'm gonna leave that like that. I'm gonna take off the the radiator's pretty much done. I just gotta disconnect the wires. This whole front is basically clear, so it's gonna be a lot easier to work. Tonight, we're gonna definitely pull the motor. I gotta hit the store one more time. I gotta get the that mount thing I was talking about that helps me pivot the engine. I'm gonna disconnect the motor mounts, get hooked up to there, and then we're gonna pull it tonight. My homie should be sliding, so this shit should be good. We should be done in about 2 weeks on this project, so very soon. So basically, after I pull the motor, what my plan is to detail the engine bay and clean it up really, really well. I might paint it, I'm not sure, but it definitely has to get clean. Like, it's insanely dirty. This entire thing out, clean it up real nice. Hopefully my AC still works after this. Again, you do gotta bend these, but you wanna be very careful. You wanna break them anywhere. Like, okay, that's just the bracket, okay, good. All right, so I was officially able to get the wiring harness completely removed. So unplugged, so now I just gotta get the last one right here, the alternator. Most part, it's looking pretty good. We got all the wires disconnected from the engine completely. Next I just gotta disconnect the exhaust. I gotta take the exhaust off and then just pull this shit out. All right, so we got the power steering draining out right now. Now we're just working on getting this mounted up. So we're gonna film that. Go underneath the car, pull the mounts off. That mounts the motor mounts, and then we're gonna pull the motor out. All right, so I'm just working on hooking the chain up to these bolts inside of the motor so we can pull it. This is the best spot in my opinion to pull it from. Use one of these pivoter leveler things. I don't even know what the fuck it's called. Just cause if you gotta pivot the motor to pull it out and shit, because we're pulling the motor with the transmission, and then once we pull it out, get the new motor. All right, so we got a lot of shit done, very close to pulling it out. Side mount done, well, almost done. Gotta get out a little more, and then that side we're gonna take off. We gotta get the transmission unbolted, and then just pop it right out. All right, so we got the bolts out, so now it's just time to jack the motor out. Yo, so it's the next morning, and I didn't set the hoist the right way, so it ended up bending the bottom, but we got it set up better now, way more secure. So we just gotta detach disconnect the exhaust, and then the motor coming right out. Yo, what's up, guys? I ended up getting the extension that I needed. This shit's so far back there, I still can't reach it. So I got like fucking 3 extensions on here. I can actually reach that shit now. It should be the right side. It's only on 1. Hey, there you go. All right, so I got the top one out. Yo, what's up, guys? So I ended up having to get them extractors, and we ended up getting the exhaust disconnected. So all the bolts are out. You can't really see. Hey, got the exhaust disconnected, man. Both sides. Now it's time to pull the motor. The drive shaft already coming out, so I gotta be careful. It's gonna land on the exhaust. As long as it doesn't smack the floor, we fine. But it's right there. So we about to pull the motor out because it should be ready to slide out. All right, yo. So motor's literally coming out now. I just finished draining some of this coolant because not all of it drained out. I'm just going around unplugging some of the harness wires and shit. Just gotta make sure everything's unplugged because I don't want to break nothing. Disconnect that. I gotta cut that shit right there. I still had some leftover coolant in the system. And that's what got the fucking... This what leaked all on the floor and shit. There you go. That's out the way. Isn't this connected to the wire harness? Ain't that shit from the... How they do that, bro? Damn. Oh, we got another one underneath, bro. Come on, man. Might have somebody come and rewire my entire whip. That's gonna cost some money, but it might be worth it just to have somebody come and check it out. Fuck. We just all up on this tarp, yo. Make sure y'all have a tarp under here if y'all doing this for your first time, because you are definitely going to spill. I can't really lift the garage today because fucking accidentally broke the garage pulling it down yesterday. Almost got the entire wiring harness off. Be careful when you pull your motor. So you want to break your wires. All right, so I got the entire wiring harness disconnected. It's completely out the way. Now this shit literally just ready to come out. That's just one shit I keep dealing with right there. Shifter keeps hitting the roof, so I gotta keep pivoting this shit. I never drained my transmission fluid. So once I pull this, I'm gonna drain it. I didn't drain my differential fluid, so it literally poured all over the floor. And when you pull a VQ35DE, the drivetrain just falls right out. It just comes right out. So you ain't gotta really worry about it. But you do wanna take off this right here. Transmission support. That shit come out. That's kind of a pain in the ass to get off. Like that shit fell off itself. I was literally gonna just work its way out with the transmission because it was connected to like right here. Pain in the ass didn't wanna come out. I only got the flash on because I got the garage door shut because the garage door broke. Should be good. These are the exhaust gaskets. This is bad. Alright, so unfortunately, as you saw, the garage door, since it's broken, the mount keeps hitting here and shit, and I can't really pull the motor out. So I'm gonna stop this video here. This is where the video is gonna end today. I hope y'all enjoyed this video, this part of the video. Motor is basically out of the car. It's not connected to nothing, so now all I gotta do is just pull it out the rest of the way, remove the wiring so it's like completely to the side, and then detail and clean this entire engine bay. So that's gonna be part 3 of the build. I hope y'all enjoyed the second part of the G35 build, and just, you know, watch me grow with this channel. The next video is gonna be a different setting. So I hope y'all have a great day and be safe.